I don't remember what I was saying. But make sure it's God. Make sure that God is really talking to you. And make sure that you're really sure about this. Just make sure. Okay? Because I want you to succeed. I want to see you successful. Okay? I want to see you happy. I really do. The next thing was, oh, she said, man, it's so depressing right now, but I know that greater is coming. It's just so hard right now. I'm in a hard place. You know your greater is coming. And that's what matters the most. Stay encouraged. Stay high. Actually high. However, if you get high, get high. That's just not what I meant. Like, keep your energy high is really what I meant to say. Stay hopeful. Stay faithful. And God will lead you. God will place you where he wants you. Here's another one. So to begin, the future. I'm reading it the way I feel like this person would say it. Okay. So to begin, the future. I definitely thought that after spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on a degree, I'd leave college with plans for my future, or at least a full-time job offer. But I left just very confused. Oh wait, I gotta read that part over. But I left just very confused. It's not something that they prepare you for, and I have no idea where I'm headed, which induces my anxiety because I know I can't be stagnant, but my anxiety is literally like having an amazing idea and then talking myself out of it. Same. Like, there are so many things I want to do, but I talk myself out of every single one. No exaggeration. Honey, let's talk. Let's talk. What's the tea? Okay? What is the tea about this? What's the tea? No, but seriously, for one, college is a scam. College is a scam. No, it's not. For one, congratulations on graduating. That is definitely something to be proud of. That is, a major success, because not all of us make it, okay? I'm trying to get to the finish line with baby girl. Says. Don't prepare you for it. The system itself does not prepare you for life. It doesn't. It just doesn't. It doesn't. The system, not even just school is a scam. The system is a scam. Okay? They expect you to have all these things, but then they don't want to hire you to experience all those things. Like, how can I have all those things and nobody wants to hire me? Like, what? Let's get back to this because I can rant about that all day. That's just not what we're here for. It's not something that they prepare you for. I have no idea where I'm headed, which induces my anxiety because I know I can't be stagnant. But my anxiety is literally like having an amazing idea and then talking myself out of it. Sis, that's me. That's me. Like, this last part, that's me. That's me. It's me. So, like, what do we do? What do we do? This month that I have been alone and separated from certain things and certain people, and just tuning into myself and being more aware of the things that I want, being more spiritually aware, being more emotionally aware. It's helped me figure out life a little bit better, a little bit more, I should say. And it took isolation. It took me being still. I won't say stagnant. I had to be still. I had to literally just release myself off of certain things, or from certain things, I should say. I had to really just say, you know what? Don't move. I wasn't moving in an aspect of figuring out my life. I was moving, and the stillness comes from me literally just tuning in and having more spiritual awareness. That wasn't smart. Okay. The stillness comes from me tuning in and not focusing on too many other things spiritually. I had to really just say, you know what, God, like, I need to talk. I really need to talk, because I'm upset, I'm angry, I'm frustrated. I keep having all these ideas and all this, and yet here I am with nothing. And I'm irritated with you. I had to be honest. If you pray and you talk to God, be honest with him. Like, it's okay to be frustrated. And it's okay to say, God, you know what? I'm upset with you right now. And this is why I'm upset. Because I feel like you give me so much, you know, so many visions and so many ideas, and yet you don't give me a plan. You don't give me the blueprint. You don't tell me how to navigate these things, or how to navigate my life around these things. You just give me these ideas. And I really just had to figure out, like, what do I do? So I had to have a couple conversations with him. I had to listen to a couple sermons. I had to literally just wait. I worked every day, so I'm not stagnant. That scared me. Oh, child, her neck. I worked so I wasn't stagnant, but I was still. I was patient. And I put myself in a position to be ready to receive what he had for me, or what he was telling me. Because all along, I've had the same, since I was a kid. God is my witness. Since I was a kid, I've had pretty much the same dream, in a way. But I never took the time to acknowledge it. I never took it serious. It was just like a thing for me. It was never something that I was passionate about. It was just a thing. And here I am in bed. I'm thinking I'm going to lay down. I'm going to my room. I'm going to go to bed so I can wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning and head to work. Just a regular day. That wasn't a regular night. I laid down, and God put something on my mind. And I'm like, what is this about? And I fell asleep thinking about it. And I woke up the next day, and I said, I have to move on this. I couldn't sit on it any longer. I couldn't. And it was important that I moved on that. It was important that I said, you know what? No more waiting. You've waited long enough. You waited for that moment. How many more moments are you going to allow to pass by? What else are you going to make an excuse for to be waiting on? Here, I'm giving you the blueprint right now. I've given you all the tools, all the things that you need. I provided all the necessities. Now, it's time for you to do the work. And that's what I had to get to a place of. I had to get to a place of understanding how God was talking to me and how God was using me and how God was just communicating with me in general. So that's something you can do to figure out what it is and where it is that you need to start. Because like I said, the part where you said like having an amazing idea and then talking myself out of it, do y'all know how many things I said I wanted to do, but then I also told myself that I wasn't good enough to do it? And I'm like, hold on, Tiara, wait a minute. Flag on the play. Because what makes you think you're not good enough to do it? Like what even is that? What is that? Who are you to say that you're not good enough? I mean, some things that I know that I'm not good at, like singing. I know I'll never be a singer. There's just certain things, you know about yourself that you just not about to do. Okay? However, if it's something that's like on your mind, like starting a blog or starting what do people start? A business or starting, like, who are you to say that you won't be successful? Don't play yourself. Don't be your own worst enemy. I've done it before. I was fighting myself. And it's not fun. It's not fun. It's not fun. Somebody else said something. Where is it? Did I don't think I did. Oh, yes, I did. Someone else said, IDK, I just have a hard time believing people actually mean what they say, because you never really know how someone actually feels, especially women. IDKY. Don't attack us, all right? Don't attack us. Don't do that. All right, don't do that. Don't attack us, okay? Thank you. No, but seriously, on a serious note, IDK, I just have a hard time believing people actually mean what they say, because you never really know how someone actually feels. You don't. You really don't. You really don't. But that's not up to you. Like, it's not something you need to focus on. I feel like as long as you're coming from a place of being genuine or a place of being real and honest with people, that's all you can do. And it comes to a point in life where you have to realize people are going to sit in your face and be your friend for a while, and then they're just gonna fall off, or they're gonna talk mess about you, and you just have to understand, like, you know what, that's not my problem. That's not something that I have to deal with. That's your problem. You don't like me, I like me, and just bye. Like, just bye. So if you find people aren't being genuine with you, just bye. Like, I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm being serious. Just bye. Like, good night. But why is it that you have a hard time believing people? Like, what about that makes it hard? Like, if somebody says, I love you, like, do you not believe it sometimes? Or do you just not feel good enough? Like, what is it that's causing that? Because sometimes I feel like it's normal. I'm not saying that it's not normal. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I feel like sometimes you can tell when somebody's just being like, you ain't real. And then other times it's just like I don't know. That's not as tough as it is, but it's actually tough to talk. Like, not only is it tough to talk about, it's just hard to explain. Let me read this one more time. Wait, okay, you say especially women. It may or may not be safe to say that you're into women. I'm not sure. I don't want to assume. But I feel like it's going to take that right person to make you not question who and how they feel. Who they are and how they feel. Like, it's going to take that right special person. And in a way, like, we all probably question that. But that's why I want a little more understanding about that. Like, what causes you? Has something happened in your life to where you have a hard time trusting people? Or is it just you not believing in yourself enough to where it's like, I find it hard for people to actually like me, or I find it hard that people actually love me and care about me. So is it an insecurity, or is it something that you've actually been through that's causing you to be like that? Because if it's an insecurity, you love yourself. Love yourself. Teach yourself to love yourself. And you know how they say you gotta train and teach the person you're with how to love you? Well, you're with yourself every day. Like, you're literally with yourself every single day. Why not train yourself how to love yourself? Why not tell yourself the things that you like? Like, be in a relationship with yourself. Date yourself. And I don't mean that in a creepy way. I mean that in a genuine, like, way to where you are completely, not even just okay, you're completely confident in who you are. To where it gets to the point where you don't question people and how they feel about you. You can pick up on their vibes because you're so sure of who you are. So if that's the aspect you're coming from, is an insecurity aspect, that's how I would handle that situation. If you're coming from a traumatized aspect, like someone did something to you that you just can't trust people, people might look down on counseling. I salute people who go to counseling or therapy, whatever you want to call it. I feel like it's important for us to receive help. So we can actually, a lot of times we forget in a way about what we've gone through. And, oh, I thought that was a person. Woo! That was a chair. But I feel like we force ourselves to forget the traumatizing events that happen in our lives. And sometimes we find ourselves damaged and we can't pinpoint why we are damaged. And I suffer with that. I deal with that. Because a lot of times I've talked to people, I've been in relationships, and I'm just like, why am I this way? Like, what the HE double hockey sticks happened in my life to cause me to be like this? And I feel like I pushed it so far back that I'm having a hard time identifying what it is in my life that happened. So I definitely plan on going to therapy and having someone help me pinpoint my issues. So if that's what you need, go for it. I'm all for it. Power to the people.